Good late afternoon to you. How you doing? A nice day today, low humidity, warm but not hot and humid. My kind of weather. Beautiful. Well, you're probably saying, uh-oh, he did it. Yes, I did it. I can't get a belt in here. I don't have a belt anyways, and I'm not having any luck getting one. And I gave up on it. And I'll tell you why I gave up on it. I gave it one hell of a try for the last few days, gradually taking things apart and then putting them back together so I get the feel of it, because I have no manual on this. No, I don't even have a Sam's on this. So what I've been doing is I've been scavenging it for parts. Now, on this chassis and on the controls, they have all this white powdery stuff, which is, from what I understand, is cadmium. My cure for that is a cloth and some oil. And I just put oil on it and just wipe it all off with oil, so we're safe that way. All this metal here on the sides was all white, and it's not now. And I just take a rag with oil on it, and I just go over it. And that takes it off, and you don't have to worry about it, and it's not airborne. Oh, anyways, I couldn't do anything with it, and I'm going to tell you why. You see this right here? You can't get this off. This is glued on. They're glued here, and it's glued here. There's like a little slip thing, like a washer. It goes on only one way. But they glued it down some years ago, and I tried prying it out with a screwdriver with no success. So you need to get this pulley off in order to release the flat belts, which were good. They're not good anymore because I had to cut them off in order to pull the motor assembly out. And the capstan belt was stretched quite a bit. So I got the motor out, and I had a heck of a time getting the pulley off, the fan off rather, but I did get it off. I thought I was going to break my Allen wrench. I had to use a pair of pliers on it. And so, I don't know if I can get that odd-looking pulley off of there. That's a speed changer here at the end when it rotates. When I put it on the 7.5 inches per second and slid it up here, it was fine. The belt was working, but you can't use it on any of the other speeds. So I got a lot of useful parts, and it was a little rust on the nut and the thread. Very, very little. That's from being in a damp shed. I cleaned them up with the oil and put the nuts back on them. I saved all the controls, which is what I've always done when I scrapped anything. Even saved the shielded wire to make, if I ever do a project or something. This is shielded wire for the microphone inputs and so forth. And the switches here. All this is good stuff. And once again, I can start accumulating my nuts and bolts. I have a whole 2-gallon container loaded with bolts and nuts from all my stuff throughout all my years that is still sitting up in the attic of that old house that has not been torn down. I cannot get into that place. It's all boarded up and everything, and the landlord, I guess, doesn't want to be bothered. So I have to really start over on that by scavenging, taking things apart. Now, I pull these boards out, not because I'm going to save anything, except the audio output transformer, which has a nice long leads that go to the speaker. I can desolder them later and save them. I had a heck of a time getting this tube out of this holder here, this EM87, I believe it is. And I thought I was going to break the tube. What a hell of a job I had getting it out of there. It's got these 2 prongs, and you had to pry them up. And I thought, and it snapped back on me and hit the tube. I thought it would crack it for sure, but it didn't. I got to remove this control yet. This one here, you can see it has the white powder on it a little bit. But I'll take care of it out. I'll just take a rag with a little of this oil here and it'll be just fine. And I'll throw it in my junk box with my other stuff. And I got 2 good speakers here that'll hang in my shed and scrap the rest. I didn't really want to scrap it. I gave it a good try. But there's just way too much to take apart. And even though I watched Buzz's video, you know, you got to have excellent eyesight. You got to have a lot of patience, which I don't have. But I didn't get mad or anything. I just said, well, I just can't do it, you know. And because of this, they're locked in there. And the only way you're going to get them spindles out, you can't take them out from the front. I couldn't find any way to do it. Is you got to remove them from the back. No big deal. I've junked many tape recorders in the past. And who knows, if I ever find another one at a yard sale that would be an easy one to do belts replacement on, I'll get it. Not a problem. It's not something I really need. So I'm going to finish scrapping this, but I did want to just show you that, you know, I didn't make a video of this, of course, because I've been going at it since I talked about this the last time. And first I removed the power supply, which I got a good power transformer in there. I got to trace out what's what in here, and then I'll remove it off of the chassis here. I have a cheater cord, which is located on the metal panel that goes on the back or underneath the cabinet. That's something I do not have, is cheater cords. All that stuff got either given away or left behind in the old shop. Because at that time I said, I'm just getting out of it. So I don't even have a cheater cord. But I do now, thanks to scrapping this recorder here. And I got a good power transformer if I ever decide to build a project of some sort. I got some old, well, I'm probably not in focus now because I'm not on macro. I got some old diodes in here. They look like germanium transistors, but they're not. They only got 2 leads. They're the old silicon diodes. So, we're going to finish working on that. See if I can get that motor off the bracket. Hang on to the motor. I usually do, although I never use them. I get these output transformers off. This is a 30 microfarad at, I think it's 300 volts. I'm not going to save that because these are old capacitors. But the output transformer, I will, both of them, I will save those. And the rest of it can just be scrapped. And whatever else I can get out of here. I took all the knobs off. I can use the knobs for something. And the rest of this stuff will be put in its proper boxes. I have a box for potentiometers and switches. So it'll go in that. And that's it. We even got the tube socket, the 7-pin tube socket for the eye tube here. So that'll come in handy for something. So we get parts out of it anyways. And I could have just taken it and throw it at a flea market or something and let somebody else worry about it, but I can get use out of some of these parts and these tubes over here. There's 6 tubes, not counting the EM85, I think it is, or 86. I got 1, 2, 3, 6 tubes. 6 AV6, 6 EM7, and I don't know what's in here. I don't have the schematic. I can get this out. I guess I have to push it out without breaking it. I don't know what this tube is in the shield here, but it's 9-pin. Could be a 12AX7 possibility. Okay, so I get some use out of some of these parts here, so I'm going to clean up the bench here. I just wanted to give you a update. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.